Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumble through! Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through, fumbling through. Fumbling through!
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm fumbling through.
Fumble through.
Dant, dadant, dadant.
Put your clothes back on, Dan.
Dadadadadant.
A podcast that knows no matter how big, bad, big, whatever, a podcast that knows no matter how bad things are, we can always get through a natural one in life together.
That's what you can do better.
What?
Get your words out.
Get my words out. Look, sometimes I like to speak, sometimes speak no good me.
Sometimes speaking doesn't like you.
That's right. Sometimes words are better in head than mouth.
Not just words, my friend.
Happy days, people, and I hope that this episode finds you and yours well. It is deep in the heart of the sixth season, so I hope you are taking the time to do some self-care and avoiding the bugs that are floating around. What I would like to know, do you guys change any of your habits around this season to avoid sicknesses and stuff? Like, you know, we've had Husky Lindsay, which is a real treat.
I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah, real treat. Chocolate rain. I'm sure that over this season we're going to get sick or someone's going to get sick. But do you guys change your habits? And what do you do around the sixth season that might be avoiding sickness?
Oh, I don't know about avoiding sickness, but the slow cooker comes out for a long period of time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Fantastic food coming home, smelling it,
Yeah.
and through the house as it's been cooking for 8 hours.
Hold that thought.
Yep.
You've jumped a step ahead.
Sorry.
Go back to sickness.
Sickness. Wear
Yeah.
thicker clothes.
Okay.
The dooners come out. Got the thick dooners on the bed to keep you warm at night.
Okay. Do you do you guys have a sick kit that you have at the handy, or do you go through your house and you're like, I'm going to update this, buy a new thing of Glen 20, get the stock up of tissues, any of that stuff?
No, because I'm not weak. I just take on whatever comes my
You
way.
have children
I was going to say,
That's right.
in daycare.
I have 2 daughters in daycare. My family is sick every 2 weeks kind of thing at the moment.
Brilliant.
And I've got a 13-year-old boy, so tissues are being replaced every week as well.
Good grief. Oh my days.
Got to buy that boy some socks. Never look for the odd sock.
Oh.
So you don't change any of your habits. You don't go, okay, with the sixth season's coming up, just, you know, I'm just going to remind the kids to
I do.
wash their hands a little bit more.
I rotate out
You say
my
socks.
clothes
Right.
Yeah.
and bring down the woolly jumpers and the vests, and I change a bit of wardrobe action.
So just to warm up, keep the chest a bit
Well,
warmer.
the chest doesn't really need it with the head. It's on my body. But it gives the
Well,
outward
in that case, keep the elbow ends of the elbow.
It gives the outward appearance that I might feel cold at some point, which I never do.
I got to say, this season I am tempting to lean right heavily into knitted vests.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You intend to? Or
I
you
intend to.
are?
I'm looking for. I have a very particular
Set of
style.
skills?
style I'm looking for. No,
Okay.
go older.
If you find it, I am sure that I know an old lady who will knit you something.
I've got some.
Yeah, if you find what you're looking for, let me know.
This
because
conversation
I have
I had
someone.
actually started with my wife this morning, and that was that came up.
Yeah.
The fact that you had one on, because it's the whole linguistic thing where I said, like, to my wife, I was like, "What's a tank top?" And she's like, "Well, that's like and she described a knitted vest.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Right, you understand that here they don't call them tank tops. You guys call them
What?
vests.
Wife
Right?
beaters?
No.
A tank top or
It's
a vest?
It's a woolly woolen vest, right?
So a tank top here
Yeah. Is a singlet.
is a singlet. Yeah, exactly.
So
in the
tank
UK,
top,
a tank top is a knitted vest, but it's called a
Really?
tank top. Yeah, I was just while I was talking
But
to
they
Sarah
wear
about
them
this,
without shirts, so it's a singlet at the
I
same
was-
is that
time.
because tank drivers would wear them? I've always wondered
I'm
about
not quite
the term
sure what the
tank
deal
top.
is in that sense, and I'm not even sure if that's a local West Country thing and not a UK wide thing.
I can tell you what it is.
Okay.
So it came from, they would knit cozies for tea kettles, and that would have a hole for the spout and a hole for the handle.
Yep.
And then they had
Tea cozy.
Yep. And then they had big tanks of liquid that they wanted to keep warm, and they knitted cozies for those with spouts and handles. And then they realized they could wear them, but it was the top for the tank that they put on.
Did you make that up just
On the
then?
spot.
Oh, wow. I nearly went for that. That sounded
You
so damn
are
good.
Not that far off.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
that's great.
It's basically, it's one of those stupid articles where it has a giant ad halfway up the screen.
Okay. Well, while you're finding that, I'll just say this morning what was happening. I was on YouTube and short videos, and I saw a snippet from the movie with Benedict Cumberbatch about breaking the Enigma.
Oh, yeah.
So in the 40s,
Yep.
and they're all there in knitted vests. And I was
Yeah.
looking, I was like,
That looks
damn,
good.
I love that look.
Yeah.
I'm bringing that back.
Well, I do. That's what I wear. Just chuck a woolen vest over the top of a business shirt, and all of a sudden, you look a bit cool. If you want to chuck a tie on, actually, it dresses up real nice.
Doesn't it?
But you don't have to worry about the length of your tie either. You can
True.
give yourself a
You can
nice
stuff
chunky
it up and it's
knot
yeah.
and not worry about how long it is.
Well, I was wearing a suit jacket today with my uniform. Well, I just thought they would just look great with a knitted vest.
I also like a long sleeve jumper, but let the sleeve be long, but the jumper pulled up. So there's a little kind of
bit of cuff from the shirt.
a lot of cuff on the
Yep.
shirt. So,
Nice.
It's a very 70s look.
I love it.
That is.
I also like the t-shirt with a business shirt over the top, but don't button it up and ride on your push bike through the streets.
Lindsay.
So a tank top comes from the term tank suit, which is the old one-piece bathing suits that they used to wear in swimming pools, which they used to call tanks. So it's just the top of a one-piece bathing suit. Hence
I like
tank
mine
top.
better.
Hence no sleeves to it.
Yeah.
Right.
I like
All
mine
right,
better.
here's
I
an
love
interesting.
it. This is the most interesting
Here's an
intro we've had.
interesting
that says a lot,
change
doesn't
that the internet tells you that, because I also just read what you read. Tank tops are also known as sleeveless shirts or singlets. So we are talking specifically about singlets, not knitted tank tops. Okay. It is originally referred to as undershirts worn by fucking words. It is originally referred to the undershort.
The undershorts.
Oh my goodness. You wouldn't believe that his profession is talking in front of people all the time.
That's a better name for underpants.
Yeah.
Undershorts.
During World War I, soldiers wore undershirts that were sleeveless and lightweight. These undershirts were called tank suits because they were first introduced as part of the British Army's uniform for soldiers operating tanks. The tanks, which were armoured military vehicles, had narrow openings at the top for soldiers to look out from. Don't know why that's important. The undershirts worn by these soldiers were designed to be comfortable and allow ease of movement in the confined space of the tank.
So you could get your arms out without catching it on that narrow part of the tank at the top.
Well, there we
Interesting. I still like my tea cozy version.
go. I think it was,
that's
yeah.
better.
I think all
Wow.
of these are great.
I'm still wondering why your people think a knitted vest is called a tank top.
Your people.
I know. Did you hear that racist tone there?
I wonder, Justin, if in the day that everything was woolen because it was so cold, even an undershirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it would be the undershirt for like a thick padded undershirt for armor or for a
Tank.
bodkin or a whatever. Yeah.
Good.
So the knight, who is the tank taking all the hits, would wear this and it would be called a tank top.
You're right, Brett. The term tank definitely goes back to the Middle Ages and the medieval.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
interested around the DPS of that time as well.
Yeah. Double penetration syndrome was a big thing back then.
That's why you needed both arms available, right? All right.
Anyway, okay.
So yeah, tank tops.
So we don't change our habits for winter.
I
Good job.
get a
Okay.
whole different wardrobe out.
All right, but
Hot
okay.
baths.
Look, I actually love winter, and I think it is my favorite
He just
season.
asked us this question so he can answer it.
No,
It's
Every
always the
single
week.
time. He has the prep time.
yeah,
he has
yeah.
his answer
Uh-huh,
ready. We're
uh-huh.
on the spot.
And
always.
it's something he wants to talk about and finds interesting.
That's
and
right.
thinks,
He sounds
it's
great. We
just
sound
about
on the
him
fly.
being
Yeah, that's
interesting,
right.
yeah.
Be better, Justin.
Yeah. Wow.
What about you, Justin? Do you like tank tops?
I am not going to cope. There is
It's like Friday night again.
Yeah, I'm not going to cope.
I stepped into this recording with a whole heap of baggage that just sloughed off me and went out the door. Just
No,
with
it
that
didn't go
little
out the door.
exchange.
It tripped Justin up as you went there,
It
right?
didn't go out the door. I'm
Landed on
carrying
you.
it now. I'm carrying it. What I was going to say is...
Looks like a tank top.
Yeah. It's just on my torso. My arms are free like a robot. Yeah. I was going to say that winter is, I want to talk about the seasons. So winter's my favorite season, and maybe it's the excuse not to leave the house. Maybe it's the cocooning that you were talking about, getting the doona up, the security of locking things up and keeping the heat in. Maybe it's just being able to eat lots of comfort foods while wearing my knitted vest, and my ever expansion is under layers and layers of cover-ups and stuff. Dicey question. What's your favorite season?
Done this one.
How does it change you and the way that you act?
This is a repeat.
Yeah, we've done this dicey question.
I said, what's your favorite season before? I never said, how does it change you?
Okay. Cool.
There's only fucking finite questions, people.
I've got a dicey
Yes,
question.
fucking and,
I've got a
Lindsay.
dicey
Yes,
question.
fucking and.
I'm yesing and.
This is like the fucking glory holes all over again. And I even use the term yes and before that.
What's your favourite season, Lindsay?
As previous stated, I don't really have a favorite question.
Oh, do you know what would have been great there is if you knew the episode and you could have actually referenced the episode number.
According to my calculations, in episode 44...
Look, he crossed his arms. He's sulking.
How does it
Good
change
job,
you? How does it change you in the way you act? Lindsay's just a cunt all the time. I don't fucking change the way I act. That's why Lindsay's not wearing a beanie right now.
That's actually because
His head
I'm
sucks.
actually wearing the beanie because I have on-ear headphones and my ears have been getting sore while recording.
Oh,
So I'm giving myself a bit of padding.
Sorry, I was listening for the violins to start.
That was why. My head's actually getting quite warm.
Don't change the way you act, Lindsay.
I don't have a favourite season, but I love to prepare food for that season. I think winter is good. I think, slow cooks and oven roasts. And like tonight we had a brisket with a bourbon sauce on it and corn and mac and cheese and beans, and it was lovely. But also, when summer comes, I love to go and get the salads out and
No, you don't.
freshen up.
You don't.
Yeah, I love to cook a
What, for
salad.
someone else?
You cook a salad, then chuck it in the bin and have you
Cook a salad, then fucking deep fry it.
tempura lettuce.
Yeah.
Who's yes anding now, Justin?
Yes, and deep fry it.
I do love a salad. I love to put KFC on top of it. It's, if you break up a hot wing on top of a nice salad, it's quite delicious.
More commonly known by you as garnish.
It's what you put on top of the patty on the burger.
What? No, that's the thing you put inside
No,
your...
that's another patty. That's what you put on the patty,
Hang on,
right?
I thought salad was the olive in the martini.
It's the green Skittles, mate. One of your 5 a day.
It's all in the way you toss it, Brett.
Green, blue, orange, red, yellow. Right. So, yep. I do love to cook for the seasons that we're in. I don't know that I
You don't change. I find
don't
this
change my
difficult
habits.
to believe that you don't change your habits that you don't go,
listen.
oh, it's this season and now
Well,
this is the
we
time
started
to do
going
certain
swimming.
things.
let me contextualize that for you. In my job, I normally leave here and I don't see the season because I'm in the car. I get out and I step into a black box and I can't see outside for 8 hours a day because I'm in a theatre. And then I leave that and it's dark and I come home. The seasons really don't impact me in my day to day.
But in summer, the sun comes up earlier.
Yeah, but as an Englishman living in Australia, the seasons here go from crazy hot to very warm. And that's it. There's no real cold. Not really cold.
Mm-hmm.
Not
really
see
cold.
your breath come out your face
Yeah.
cold.
Step outside, slip on ice. Because
Yeah.
Dude, it was 13 degrees this morning.
If it hits 15 over in the UK, people put bikinis on and go to the beach. Well, Pebble beaches.
They just
Far
go.
away in time.
They like go to local green.
That's it. Yeah.
See, I look at winter and this is usually the season that I start swimming. So, because the pool in my gym is heated, and no one's in it, so I don't have to wade through children's urine. So I begin swimming in because your summer body's built in winter, guys, and so you've got to change it. I don't know. I find winter far more
Your
energizing.
summer body is built in winter.
Yeah, it is. If you want the summer body that you want is built throughout the winter.
I've got my summer body in winter when winter starts. My body is what are you?
It's inside there trying to eat its way out, Brett.
Disappointed in you right now, Justin.
I'm
not angry. I'm disappointed.
But don't you I find that
Do you go swimming in the sea in the winter?
the sea.
Watch out for the Japanese boats, right?
The sea remains a fairly constant temperature.
Sorry. I was such a cheap shot just because you were going on about it before we started recording. I'm so sorry.
And just a little bit racist. Just a little bit racist. Could have just been any country's whaling boats, Luke. You could have said Greenpeace.
I didn't want to say whaling. That was the point I was trying to. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry,
said people would rolling back in when he gets out.
Whaley, whaley, whaley.
Japan.
It's going to be that kind of night.
That's good. Good dicey. Tick.
Always good to revisit a dicey question.
Uh-huh. As I recall, my answer was chili. That's my favourite seasoning.
Chili.
I think that was your answer for your favourite food at one point as well.
Hey, consistency is key.
I'm being such a bitch tonight. I'm sorry. Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah. It's also my favourite attitude.
So I'll look forward to seeing you guys behave exactly the same as you do in the middle of summer. I'll put the air conditioning on.
I thought you were going to say you're looking forward to us behaving exactly the same when you ask us the same question, exactly the same in about 10 episodes.
No, it's in this time of year every year. Yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
I think
it's not like I didn't ask you what you're doing for Star Wars Day last year.
I think you're confusing habits with I put on a jumper because it's cold.
No, what I was talking about was more the energy of the season, because I find summer I'm lackluster. I sit around. I don't want to do anything. Come wintertime, though, I've got so much more energy and I'm so much happier and I'm so much more ready to deal with things in the world.
I just find I sweat less when I'm doing yard work.
I don't do yard work at any time, Lindsay. That's stupid.
I do. There are some outcomes in winter that I really love. I love curling up on the sofa with the family with a blanket and a nice big bucket of popcorn and watching a movie.
Popcorn chicken.
That is tricky in summer where you stick together and, you kind of slurp off each other because it's so sweaty on the thing. You don't want to do that.
Wow, that took a turn real quick.
Your face when you realise he used the term slurp off each other and the emphasis of slurp off each other. It wasn't like slurp off each other, slurp off each other.
Hey, you do you, Justin. Leave me to my own stuff.
Slurp
yuck on my yum.
And you slurp off yourselves. But you don't. So you guys don't have an energy difference when the seasons change.
It's the fifth time he's asked it.
About the energy. The energy. I'll tell you what's sucking out of this room right now is the energy. Let's move on.
Look, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. In this time of year,
no. Yes, and
in this time of year, you guys all turn into shitty little creatures. That's what I'm getting. Can we just play a fucking game? This fucking okay game.
Can we?
I'm gonna go hibernate.
So let's get this game on the road now. Where we left it last time we were together, you guys had teleported back to the Black Ross Museum. You had gone inside the Black Ross Museum again. There was yet another interaction with the wonderful Nigel Aldane, who was a little bit injured this time. And after hearing a little bit about the Technic League, Gearsman, and all the things that come with it, you guys decided to come inside.
You bet we did.
You did. Seeing the artifacts from Numeria, strange machines and golems, as a matter of fact. And you went inside the foyer where there was a large statue with its arms open wide. Lightning cracked from the statue, animating two of the robots or the gearsmen that were inside. And you began a fight. A fight that
I don't think we began it. I think those gearsmen might have kicked it up.
Look, either way, who knows whether the gearsmen are sentient or not, or whether they can make these decisions, whether someone's controlling them, whether or not George Jetson's going to come back and be part of all of this. But what I do know
Wilma!
is that it is
What? What are you?
Oh dear.
there's so much. There's so much.
The generational gap has never been more apparent.
Yeah.
Broken my sprockets.
Meet Fred Flintstone. Wilma, his wife. We are heading into round number 4. So it is round number 4, gentlemen, and you are inside of the world. Now, I believe, Reg,
Yes.
you are base to base with one of them. So if I remember correctly, and it has been a while, and I should have written some notes, but I didn't, Why bother?
So just describe where we are, where Reg is, where Miles is, where
Reggie's,
Flopsy is,
Yeah.
and where
Tip to tip.
Tia is.
Yep, you're all fucked. You're all in a state of fuckedness. So we're going to start with Miles. I believe Miles went around the back behind
I'll
the
say.
robots towards the giant robot that was in the back. Reg was somewhere in the middle with one of the robots having a bit of a fighty fight. And Flopsy, you were still near the doors, I believe. So it went Flopsy.
I thought
Reg in
Flopsy'd
the
run
middle.
up to Miles.
Right. Okay, then you've run up to
I
Miles.
thought he
towards
had
the back.
brandishing his knife.
So...
That sounds like a Flopsy kind of move.
yeah, I mean, you guys got to remember where you are. I know where the robots are, where the robots are. But what I do know, one of the robots is Misfortune, and the other robot is Misfortune and Frightened.
And frightened.
And Frightened. I believe he got frightened somehow. I can't even remember. It was a fumble, maybe?
We'll take it.
It's running off going, danger, Will Robinson.
I
I'm
think-
from
I
the
think-
Flintstones.
I think I rolled some natural ones and
Front
frightened
rollers.
myself for a round. Or did you do that to me, Lindsay?
Yes.
Did he frighten you?
I
He
did
did-
have a really good round. Let me get my spells up. I thought I legged it out of that room by now, but
No, you'd gotten to the back of it.
Oh yes, I had cast.
There is also part of me. I remember rolling 2 natural ones on that last row, and and we were using a different fumble deck, and I've got a feeling I frightened myself for a round with the fumble deck.
Yeah, might have been that.
Okay.
I know I tangle-footed poorly.
Yes, you threw a tanglefoot bag, and then it ripped apart. Anyway,
The only spell I have cast according to my spells on my character sheet is Mage Armor.
okay, Mage Armor has been cast. The first, I don't know what I did then. Reg, it is your go first.
Sign
We're just going to ride straight over the top of that.
I moved on very quickly. I heard it just like you did.
That had a Doppler effect on it, that one.
Yeah, I kissed ass. Reginald, can you have your go, please? Round number 4, we are going to begin.
Okay, so I'm right up in its grill.
Yeah, you've been fighting this guy, adding up all your damage, remember? So doing all your flurries
So
and
I'm
all
going
that
to do
kind
a
of
full
stuff.
round action to flurry.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 is not going to hit these creatures. These creatures' armor class is quite large because they are just walking suits of armor.
Okay, so neither of those hits hit.
Oh, neither of them hit. Miles, it is your go next.
Okay, I want to make any kind of checks on this giant statue to see if I can figure out a way to unanimate the statues.
Mhm.
Unanimate.
Okay, so you start looking at the giant statue. Do you have anything to
The
do with
robots.
engineering?
I made a windmill once. No,
No?
no engineering.
There's nothing in your world around the engineering world?
No.
Have you what do you think you might have that could help you to do something with constructions?
Well,
Dungeoneering?
no.
No?
Realizing that it's not magically powered by any means, I leave past the doors.
So Lindsay moves out the front door. No. So you're going to go to the double doors that are shut?
Yeah.
Okay. And you open the double doors.
Yep.
All right. Excellent.
I feel like that might have been a bad idea.
I feel like that was a very bad idea.
Oh, no.
All right. There is a lot now about to happen in my world, because we've got 2 rooms going on now, and in 2 rooms on a page like this, you're flicking back and forth, you're going back from one section to another, and there's lots of happens. But Lindsay, you open into an enormous gallery stretching beneath a high arched ceiling. A grand staircase rises in front of you, or like on the far end from these doors, and a pair of mahogany doors stands sort of where you are, which you've just come through. At the room's center, a gleaming collection of glass and metal, like some sort of abstract bird kind of contraption, rises up from a single steel support towards the ceiling. It's huge. It's massive. It's like one of the biggest things you've ever seen. So it's at least 20 foot kind of stuff. It's just this huge kind of metal bird. It kind of looks like your clockwork birds, but a little bit different. It doesn't look as
Is it blue?
it's not blue.
Okay.
It's kind of looks like those, but your clockwork birds would be like more intricate and more delicate, and they'd be more replicant of a like an actual flesh and bone creature. These aren't. This has got more angular shapes. It's more stylized, I guess, from that. But
so it looks robotic, though.
It looks robotic. Definitely looks in keeping with the Numerian exhibit and the robots that are the gearsmen that are all over. And you can see it's up there as part of the exhibit on this very tall steel support, which is about 20 foot up in the air. There's a whole heap of glass cases that are lining the walls, and these glass cases look like something's just come along and shattered them. Just
Seeing all
there's
that.
glass all around. There is a whole heap of clockwork and strange devices, limbs and broken glass scattered all over the floor. But you also see from where you are, there are 7 bodies that are lying limply around different places on the floor. 4 of them are in black robes, and 3 are dressed in a more respectable kind of local fashion. A smoky haze still seems to fill the air, and even as you breathe in, you smell like the idea of a smoke, but it's got this really
You smell the idea of a
it's
smoke.
like a rancid smell.
Oh, it's not
to
like
it.
when you let the magic smoke escape.
No, yes, we know that it smells like the magic smoke,
All right.
but you've never smelt it before. So there is definitely there's something going on at that
See-
I
point.
don't know what the magic smoke
Oh,
is.
when you burn out tech,
Oh,
the burnt wires and
Yeah,
metal.
so when your TV gets the magic smoke, you
Right.
can never put the magic smoke back in.
got it.
Seeing all that, I
It's
try and
the genie out
quietly
of a
close the door
Can I
again.
be careful
Okay,
with
so
that?
you close the door again?
Yep. Still
Okay.
being on the side with my friends. And we're like, let's deal with what's in here before we go and deal whatever the fuck that was.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Well, good scouting, but no. Yes.
I thought we might have been able to, get in there and then the big robot couldn't follow us, but that seems much scarier. So let's deal with these guys first.
Excellent. Great. How?
Go, Reggie.
I'm trying.
It's now the robots go. The robots are both misfortune, so you have some time.
Nothing to worry about.
Some time here, and they're also frightened, which is like being
They're
shaken,
both frightened.
but they must flee from the source. Did you do this, Flopsy? Someone did this frightened thing.
Oh, Flopsy did do a cool spell.
Yes.
That did something cool.
I actually think you and I had this conversation, and then we were
that was
talking about
the
the difference between frightened
Cause
and
fear that
fleeing.
I cast.
So you did something.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. So the first one,
Good job, Flopsy.
it cowers in the corner where it was to begin with anyway. And it kind of just gets into the corner and just kind of cowers away from you, Flopsy.
Gosh, I can't believe we couldn't remember just a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah. A week ago.
It's been a big week.
That's been a big week.
Feels like 2 or 3.
Feels like we could have just listened back to whatever kind of way we have of recording events on this show.
We
or
record this.
keeping notes. What do you mean
What?
we record this?
What?
Yeah. I just thought you guys were deaf and I had to speak into these things.
Thought you guys had very cold ears all the time.
Yeah. The second robot, which moves away. So, sorry, the first robot is going to move away, and I believe
Which one's in base contact with me?
it is that one. So this is where I think we were last time. So I'm going to put a little bit in place because none of us can remember. Thank you, dear people out there, for giving us a little bit of license for freedom, because this is what it's like when you play role-playing games. Sometimes you're very old and you can't remember what's happened in the past. I believe the creature was on the floor. It stood up. Reg missed it, and now it's moving away from you, Reg, provoking an attack of opportunity.
Here we go. So here.
You've only got 1 billion
I
attacks
think
of opportunity
Flopsy
around, right?
was actually standing behind Reg.
Was it behind Reg?
Yes.
I knew I'd moved up.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's all coming. It's flooding back to me. Most
flooding.
likely
In a
incorrectly.
That robot-like memory you got, Justin.
Most likely
Don't worry about continuity, it's fine.
incorrect.
All right, so I'm going to try and trip it as it stands up and goes to run away.
Yeah, but Reg is played by a different actor now because continuity has changed. Just in between seasons, we just changed up the characters.
You are now Mel
So-
Gibson.
That's right.
Just there. Famous character swaps inside of TV shows. Go. Very quickly while it's your go.
Marvel, the machine dude was it? The
War Machine?
War Machine.
Yep. Anyone else?
Oh, as in movies as well, then.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was TV shows.
Yep.
Okay.
Swap outs.
Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who.
Doctor Who is not a swap out. It's
100%.
part of the show. It's part of the show. I'm
Still
talking
the
about
same character.
same characters that came back as a new actor.
Holly in
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf, yeah.
Just because I've been watching it recently.
They admitted to that one, though.
Bridgerton, one of the
Yeah.
daughters. I'm trying to remember her name.
Swapped
A, B,
out.
C, D, E, F, G, H. I can't remember her name.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah, she swapped out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Dick York, Dick Sargent, Bewitched.
Who?
Too many dicks in a witch.
Anakin Skywalker in Return of the Jedi.
Okay, moving on now.
Yeah.
You've hit a nerve. I'm angry. I was having a good time
Yeah.
until you ruined it.
yeah.
You ruined it all.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You know why he was so angry? Padme wouldn't let him in the bedroom. It was a master bedroom.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
the complete silence indicated how much like there was for that. the looks of dismay.
I
I'm still laughing.
I thought it was good.
Sometimes some couple for you, one for me.
Okay, Reginald, can you save us from this?
Sure. That's why I was so happy as just Vader on his own, because he was a master Vader. No better?
Shit,
Yeah.
That's on par.
That was shit.
Yeah,
That's a bit harsh, Lindsay, after all the tripe you give us. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Jesus!
I
It's
expect
turned. I thought playing the swap out game would make it more friendly.
Hey, Justin, you can take a back seat. We've got this.
You guys start fighting each other.
Where am I? 12
I can
to
handle
trip.
3 points of damage.
12 to trip.
Do you really think 12 is going to trip something like this?
Probably
and is
not.
12 really the best you've got? Because you got so many bonuses to that.
Yeah. I got +6 bonus on my trip.
And a 12, you miss.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, yeah.
Yeah, it does not trip. So the creature actually moves out of the space of Reggie and starts moving into the corner where it came from, really, and begins to cower. So it manages to get there and cower in place. However, the second creature moves up and is going to, look, I'm going to do this one of 3 ways. You know what? I'm going to roll a d8, right? And in that D8, I'm going to give 7 and 8 to Miles because he's at the door. So he's not actually, he's got their interest, but not so much. I'm going to give Reg 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to give Flopsy 4, 5, and 6. So this is how I'm determining. Guess who I rolled?
1, 2, and 3.
No.
4, 5, 6.
No.
7, 8.
Yep. I got an 8 on
You got
the
it in
die.
one, Luke. You got it in
Oh,
one.
I know, right? Dice.
First time, every time, 30% of the time.
Edit that backwards. So it moves right up to you into your grill, Miles, and it's going to use its
Hello there.
spear attack to hit you. That is going to be 2 rolls because it is misfortune. I'm just going to roll again, and I'm going to ask you: does a 15 hit you?
Beats it.
Okay, that is not a fumble.
Oh, happy days.
I got new dice, right? So I got this new dice set and I was pondering before coming here, should I use it? Because I bought it for another game. They're just pale blue. There's nothing special about them, but I'm playing a healer in the other game and I thought these dice look like they're little potions of healing, like little blue potions of healing.
Nice.
I've just ruined these dice for that other character in our social game.
Have you though?
In our social game. Oh yeah, they're going to roll shit anyway. It's
You're getting all the crap rolls out here. That's what I thought.
Am I? Because I don't think that's how it works for me. Anyway, that is going to get us to Flopsy number 7.
Flopsy number 7.
Covered that well. I think I got away with it.
oh, Justin.
Flopsy can hear the squawk and squeak between the master robot. Like they're doing it. Yeah.
Roger.
He's going to think they're talking to each other in robot language. Is that a reasonable assumption?
Yes, very much so.
And he's going to pull out a scroll of comprehend languages and cast it.
Oh, what does that do?
Lets him.
Aggressive negotiations.
We will not survive this.
The Trade Federation will not like this.
You can understand the spoken words of creatures or read otherwise incomprehensible written messages.
Okay. So you are getting, why are you moving away?
Don't you want me, baby?
I don't think I can speak it, but I can understand it.
So you can understand it. You get, like, I guess this would be, it'd be like whale speak. There's not so much in the form of like language, but messages, like a, that's not going to translate to, hi, how are you?
If you do a Dory,
What?
trying to speak whale.
No, I'm just confused that you're saying I can comprehend that.
But you comprehend the gist of what they're saying.
Yeah,
So you know, it's not a language as such, I guess. So it's a language called Hallet,
Got it.
right?
So it's not a language, but it's a language.
But it's
called
it's
actually got a name.
it's a bit messaging kind of
Right.
thing. So it's like
Punchy,
Like
it's,
C++.
it's like binary 01110
People can speak
1110
binary, yeah.
111110.
Just
But that, all,
demonstrated.
that makes a meaning, and I
And
get that
you
meaning.
get a meaning
Yeah.
from it rather than them saying specific words.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
I get that.
codes
That
and
makes
all
sense.
that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
And-
So, you get that one of them is inquiring the other one as to why he's walking away, because it's illogical for him to move away
Got it.
while all of these people are being threatening. It's also illogical as to why they are trying to hit something and it's not actually hitting them. And they seem to be missing more than they should be missing, and they can't comprehend it, and they're not computing, and they're stuck in this loop of incomprehensibility.
They're in a syntax error.
Yeah, and you're getting the idea. It is, why are we stuck here? And we seem to have something that shouldn't be happening, which is a thing called luck, and it's not happening. So they are suffering from bad luck and figuring luck is not logical.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a thing. You are either one or the other, not stuck halfway in between, and they're in a paradox
The
loop.
probabilities aren't playing.
if I keep doing this, they might explode.
So
They
yeah.
might have some magic smoke in a minute.
Yeah.
sitting inside of a paradox loop. So Flopsy, are you going to act on it or do anything?
Well, it's an action to cast that from a scroll,
Mm-hmm.
and then Flops. There's nothing actually meaningful that Flopsy can understand from it. They're not talking to the big fella.
No, you don't see anything like, you don't get any message or sense any message from them. They're more talking about what is in this room and the presence of this room and description and
So Flopsy's going to say out loud to the one that's just walked up to little Reg, "You there, mechanical creature? Can you understand me?"
the one that walked away that you frightened.
No, the one that's just
That's
moved.
gone up to Miles.
Ah, the one that went up to Miles. "You there, mechanical creature? Can you understand me? Stand down if you can. I can now understand you."
Just make a diplomacy check for me, please.
Really should have
Fred.
started with, would you like to play a game?
We'll always be together.
Rolled a 10. So is this to improve its attitude?
It is definitely to improve its attitude towards.
So that goes from a -2 to a -7. So 3.
Again, you hear and it's like it speaks, but that's all that you get.
But it doesn't comprehend it doesn't say it understands though, right?
It just says it's like it speaks.
Okay.
That you get the sense that they can hear you. You get the sense that there is some kind of understanding, maybe, but they haven't acknowledged.
It can understand us if you want to talk to it. I think it can hear us and comprehend what we're saying, even if we can't. I can understand what he's saying.
Get it to stop.
I tried. No. Sure.
And that brings us to round number 5. Starting at the very top of the round, Reginald.
Right, so nothing's near me now, is it?
Nothing's in base to base with you, but they're both near you. They're both within 30 feet of you.
All right, so how far away is... So there's one right with Miles. Is there one with Flopsy?
No, one's in the corner.
Right, so I'll run up to the one that's near Miles.
The one that's in? Yeah. Do you want to get into flanking?
Sure.
Yep. So you can move into a flanking position with that robot.
Going to try and trip that one.
Okay.
Does a 22 trip it?
It does. It falls to the floor.
It goes down. I'm going to choose not to vicious stomp it at this point.
Okay. So it manages to hit the floor, and you see a crackling.
Flopsy, tell it to stay down.
Energy.
We can all talk to it in our own voices. You don't need me to say anything to it.
What, it understands our language?
Yes.
Stay down.
Nicely.
Please.
Sorry, I was going to say stay down, cunt, but okay.
Cunt.
Stay down, please.
Miles, what are you going to do? So one of these gearsmen has just fallen at your feet.
I'm going to...
You also get an attack of... No, you don't, because he gets that.
I'm going to cackle manically.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to pull a potion of Cure Moderate from my belt and have a swig.
Mm-hmm. You do know that's going to provoke.
I was going to say, even though he's on the floor, that should provoke, right?
Yes.
So not pulling it, drinking it is going to provoke. It's not the action of taking it out. It's the action of
It's pulling a move action anyway.
Exposing your throat as
pulling
you
is a
drink.
move action anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to drink it anyway because cackle's a move action as well.
Okay. So
And then
it's
I'm
in your
going
hand.
to say...
You could 5 foot away though.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
Robot, we'd wish you no harm. We're just trying to see what's going on here. We've been sent in to help.
Mm-hmm.
Beep boop. I have robots too. They're friends.
That's true. Can your little robot translate for you? Can it understand? Can it do anything like that?
No,
No? Okay.
unless the GM's very nice.
Oh, okay.
So no. I will pull out my little robot and kind of like have it show my little clockwork fairy.
Holding it out for the smashing.
Yep.
As soon as you take your robot out, so as soon as you take Skirmish out,
No, it's called Cinder now. It's a fairy.
Oh, that's right. As
Yep.
soon as Cinder comes out, moves down your arm, a couple of weird things happen. Number one, the heightening goes and it starts to get higher. Flopsy, you recognize that the messaging going through basically says acquire item.
Oh, I'm going to hack into it.
Use for transmitter. So you get that coming through. The second thing that happens with Cinder is you can see Cinder kind of look at it and almost a charge passes between the gearsman and Cinder. So Cinder actually kind of goes and you see part of her clockwork. It's almost like everything just expands a little bit and moves out and you see her almost electrically charged. And you can see them kind of electrically
turn into
charged as well.
They want to take your Cinder. Be careful.
Oh,
I think it can be used for a transmitter.
what's a transmitter?
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I pull Cinder back and let it hop back in my pocket.
Luke wants to make a trans
I
joke
do, I
so
really do.
hard. So hard.
You already did it. You already did in episode 86. So.
And 84. 83.
I don't identify those as being a joke. The robots have their go. Firstly, we have the one that's cowering. Still cowering?
Yep.
You rolled a dice.
Let's go with
I
that.
I actually now remember that you rolled a dice. You wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, I've got it here.
And
How many rounds has it been?
This is round number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So it continues to cower. And it again, you can hear the sound from it. Non-comprehension, do not know why, cannot control, do not want to go near, red one. So something along those lines is happening. Red one, idle, most dangerous threat, must take out red one. Something along those lines as well.
They see colour.
All the time. The second robot is going to stand up, provoking attacks of opportunity from Reginald.
No, you're right.
That's the third round of fear.
It's you cast it last round and it's been 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Rolling rocks today.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Miles at 5 foot steps up to you.
Stands up.
You tell me.
Yeah, it stood up and he had attack of opportunity and missed. It's going to attempt. Just Brett, look what happens in my misfortune.
Hello. Look at that.
Would you like to describe that?
Well, we would normally call that feast and famine, wouldn't we? It was a 20 and a 1.
Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Then that
Just.
is not a fumble.
You've just saved yourself a crit.
A big crit too from
Which
this
probably would have
creature.
killed me.
Yeah,
Massive.
that's 2 ones in a row, by the way, from there. But no, different dice. So this dice is actually warming up quite nicely. Natural 20. I'm ruining this dice for that character. Ruin it! Flopsy, it's your go.
Either way works out for me.
Flopsy's going to...
I can't see this combat ending, by the way.
Ever.
This is going to be 20 episodes.
Can Flopsy see any hatches or openings or anything like that on them?
No. They don't
Fully
tend
sealed.
to have. Yeah, they seem to be very fully sealed. They obviously have little like crinks between their armor or chinks.
Sure,
like,
but no,
the seams.
no way
I
to
guess.
get inside and get
But
to
no,
the
no
operating
panel,
system.
nothing like that. That is visible that you can see.
Flopsy's going to try one more time to calm the situation, as is Flopsy's kind of
Main
MO.
prerogative.
Yep.
Yeah. Always.
Okay.
Calm down. Stop hitting everybody and just hold on a second. I think we can discuss this.
Mm-hmm. Just roll another diplomacy check, Flopsy, because I know you're very good at it.
Yeah, I
This
rolled
is
a
a
natural
slight-
14.
This is a slightly harder DC.
Is it?
Than what you would find because of the failure that you had last time.
Oh, well, natural 14 takes me to a 7.
Good job.
Even without. I love your pep. I love the just the sheer audacity of it is lovely. This is round number 6. We are going to start with
Is that
Reginald.
a thing? That's a thing, is it?
What?
Can Flopsy move up with his
Oh yeah,
knife?
Flopsy can still do stuff.
He's
Yeah, I
going to
forgot.
move up, brandishing his dagger in flanking to Reggie.
Okay, so you move up beside the gearsman, flanking Reginald.
Peacefully.
Round number 6, Reg.
Oh, God. Did they have reach on them? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Can I 5 foot back and take a standard action?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that and summon water, 2 gallons of water just above the creature.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, Reginald? I've just gotten into base to base where I never get, and you move away. What the very fuck?
I'm just trying something.
So Reg prays to his god. Who's your god again?
Don't make me do that again.
I knew he wouldn't know.
No.
I
I got it right there. I can see it. I just don't know if I can pronounce it again.
What is
That's
it?
Rory. 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 I don't know. I-R-O-I-R-I.
It's Rory. Rory.
It's
Rory.
not. It's,
Rory the
it's
robot.
Rory.
Rory
Reggie
the
and
robot.
Rory. Reggie and Rory.
It's only
They're-
one Rory. It's not two Rorys. It's
They're
a
on
Rory.
first name basis.
It's I
You know,
Rory.
They have nicknames for each
Okay.
other.
Like
sure.
I Robot,
Yep.
I Rory.
Okay, I Rory.
I Rory.
I roar. Hear me roar. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so 2
A
gallons of
Rory.
water. I pray 2 gallons of water.
So 2 gallons of water just appear out of nowhere and they come splashing down upon this robot, expecting to see smoke and gears come out. You do not, but what you see is electricity crackle through that water into the puddle around the robot.
And anyone splashed? in
Wouldn't
that?
it be the shittest gearsman in the world? It's like we have an army of... Oh, it's raining. Bring them back! Bring them back! He spat on me, sir!
I like this. I try and step outside my one trick system and I just get shit for it.
It's like flying all over again.
So, no, it doesn't seem to have done what you think it was going to do. But the electrical charge upon its spear that's still there seems to have crackled into the water.
Reginald, that's the wrong direction. Kind of need you here.
Leaving Flopsy in base to base.
You can handle it.
Miles.
Miles is not sure what to do either. Should we want? Should what's my action again?
He's been enfeebled.
You know what? You would not. There's some issues. I got to go back a couple of bits.
You don't think I would have known what to do
No,
there?
it 5 foot stepped up to Miles. So you weren't even base to base with it, which means Flopsy, you couldn't have flanked with Reg. You could have gotten in a position to flank with Reg next
Yeah.
round if he moved in.
Cool. But
Sure.
my
So
range, range of my thing is 25 feet, so it's fine.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had to 5 foot step.
Okay. Oh, so I still got a move action.
So you could possibly 5 foot step up. Yes. No, well, you could. You've still got a move action if that's all you're doing anyway.
yeah. So I'll move up to flank it.
You still, it's just a 5 foot step. You still have a move action. You can do a 5 foot step.
5 foot step is a move action, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
It's a free action.
You don't have any other move actions unless you want to withdraw something from a pack or.
That's what I'm considering. Just
Yeah.
Smoke a pipe. Smoke them if you got them. Do something effective.
You know, explosive gas bow, ram down the throat of this thing, and then
We need a flare.
you can only do a flare if you blow the conch.
Explosive powers of a shotgun. So Reg isn't going to do anything. Miles.
Guys,
We'll get back to him in a second. He's still thinking. He's taking a very long time.
should we run?
Never.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
If you guys want to head out, I'll cause some darkness back here and cover our retreat.
Okay. Let me just try one more thing.
Excellent. That's what
just
I'm
in
talking
case.
about. It's going to get dark. You know that, right?
Sun's going down.
I mean, I can't just run. I'll get hurt.
Okay.
So I got to try and do something.
Drink that thing in your hand.
Sleep strike. The non-combat one, just so you know, you roll.
Mm-hmm. It's a will save, is it not?
Correct.
And what is the DC of said will save?
17.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it. It is awake. Does not seem to have any effect.
It was worth a try. I laugh at my own stupidity extending the misfortune, and I 5 foot step away.
Shit.
Sleep doesn't work.
Yeah, you're getting closer and closer to the corner by 5 foot stepping.
I 5 foot step to the side.
Corner when the
Yeah, you don't. You're
Diagonally.
between. You're sort of because you were at the wall shutting the door. Like the only place you had to go, you've got a statue. The big statue's next to you on one side, so you really only have one way to go, and that's
poo.
towards the corner.
I'll figure it out. Do it, Flopsy.
Right. Good. Yes.
Anything else, Miles?
No, that's it. That was all my actions. Action.
Robert's
move action,
turn.
Reaction.
So the robot seems to only have eyes for Miles.
Cinder.
$16 to hit you.
Hits.
Does it move along?
It
Outside of
moves
base to base
5 foots up to Miles.
Oh.
So it steps up to
Do I get an
Miles.
attack of opportunity?
No,
No, it's a
'cause
5 foot
it
doesn't provoke.
steps.
That's right, yeah.
'Cause it
I knew
steps
that.
up to the streets. I was almost going to roll damage twice and take the worst one.
Oh,
But
that'd be
I
good.
realized I didn't have to do that, and that is some good damage. That is going to be 12 points of physical damage and 5 points of electrical damage. That is nuts.
Yep.
That is nuts amounts of damage. And that's going to be its go. The other one is still cowering, I believe.
You still upright there, Miles?
I am. Looking. I'm not feeling too good.
So what did you say, Justin?
Is the other one able to
Still
move?
feared,
Still
no.
cowering?
Yeah.
All right. So the other one
It's the power of Flopsy's spell still ensorcels it.
remains coward.
Power.
Okay. That is going to be round number 7. Long rounds. Okay. Reg.
So Reg's going to attempt to trip.
You can get into a flanking space because I am there.
That's all good. That's a 25
It
on
falls,
the trip.
yep.
Okay, this time I'm going to vicious stomp it. Yeah, nope, that didn't work. Totally missed that as he went down. And then is the idea to get out of here, Flopsy?
That's with a +2 for flanking.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Oh,
You
Does a 17
would
hit
be
it?
flanking with Miles because you
Does it-
wouldn't be able to get around the back because it's moving.
But I'm flanking
Towards a
nonetheless,
corner.
though, right? So would a 17 hit it then?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Are we getting out of here?
Apparently, yes.
Are we going dark?
Yes.
You're still upright, are you?
I thought you two would have left by now.
So in that case, then I will start to move towards
The doors are only 10 foot away from you.
the door.
Yep. So you move up to exactly where Miles was just a second ago when he opened the door and said, "Oh no, let's not do that."
Isn't there another door?
I was going.
There's a door on the other side of the statue as well.
I was going to the doors out the front. I was going to leg it back out the front.
I'm confused. Which door am I supposed to be going to?
Which door are you going to? So
I
there
don't
are
know.
2 doors going further into the Black Ross Museum and 2 doors and a double door, like the main
So
entrance.
which one
to
did
the
he say
museum.
not to go into?
The ones going
I will
further
head to
into
the
the
one.
museum.
That's not the one. Not
So
to
you're
go
going
to.
back outside.
Is that what we're doing? No.
Both of the doors, I think, go to the same room.
Ah.
Yeah, so there's the big robot with his arms out, and it's got 2 doors under it, which is the way into the.
And I got no idea what you
into
saw
the
in there.
same
You didn't
room.
tell us. You just said, "No, that's not so great."
Yeah.
Right. All right. Cool. Let me go up to that door then. Come on, Miles. Let's get out of here.
Which door?
The one that doesn't matter if they go both to the same place.
No, well, are you going outside or are you going further into the complex?
Flopsy, where do you want me to go?
That door Miles checked on.
Right.
Get out there. Get into the next room.
Let's
Hold
head
them
to that
off.
then. There we go. I'll head to that door.
Thank God for that, because I don't know how you get past here. You have to do this fight all again.
I was going to rouse the watch.
Right. There's got to be people in there to help us. Surely there are people, attendants and stuff that can help out.
Go, go, go.
So you get to the door and open it? Is that? No. You
Yeah.
get to,
enough to do. Excuse me.
So you get to the door and you open a said door. We're going to cut to Miles.
I'm going to drink my potion.
It will provoke.
There's a thing right next to you.
Well, I'm going to have to provoke either by drinking or running.
Withdrawing.
Withdraw.
Oh, true. Okay,
Or,
fine.
or 5 foot and drink.
So I can 5 foot, drink, and then move.
You really have nowhere to go because you've backed yourself sort of away from this. Because imagine that you would go on against the door. The space near the doors is 15 foot. So it has sort of flanked you right up towards the door. So you can't even 5 foot now without being in.
Can I
still
withdraw?
base to base?
Or would I
with it.
have
You
to tumble?
definitely can withdraw.
Okay, I withdraw
Mhm.
and leg it out the door to where
Yep.
Reg is.
So you leg it through the doors where that Reginald has just opened, getting you to the other side inside the room.
Yep.
Okay, moving you inside the room. Robots. The cowering one.
Still a couple of rounds.
Still a couple of rounds. How many fucking rounds does that go?
At 6.
It goes 6 rounds. How does it go for 6 rounds? That's ridiculous.
Just lucky, I guess.
It's ridiculous. I don't think you rolled. I think you just picked a number out of your bottom.
I would have picked a higher number if I did.
How many could it go up to? How long can you be feared for?
I think
How
it's-
long is a piece of string?
Is it minutes? Anyway, while he's looking that up, the robot that was with you, Miles, it still looks like it is intent upon chasing you. And again, you keep hearing Flopsy now, acquire object for transmitter, acquire object for transmitter, acquire object for transmitter. You see it move towards the door, and the other one that screeches and then counteracting charge must maintain position in room, counteracting charge must maintain position in room. And you see it kind of swivel towards Miles on the other side of the door, swivel back. It looks at Reg. It kind of just stays there for a minute does not compute. And it seems to be in a way of confusion right now. That'll get us to Flopsy.
Flopsy seems like he rolled the wrong dice when he rolled the cause fear. So it's 1d4 plus 1 round. And I might have looked up the fear spell. 6. Yep. He's not feared anymore.
Flopsy's your go.
Flopsy's going to
I'll make you pay for this later.
put his hand down and cast darkness on the one lying down next to him. So it has the darkness spell on it.
So the Robert, you're going to do a touch attack.
Yes. I am. My name's Brett, and I'm doing a touch attack.
Yeah, shit. Fuck it. Why not? No.
Apparently, Brett's like Samson. He shaves his beard and he loses all his power.
You know what power he's not going to lose? Power to grow another beard. That'll happen in an hour or two.
Self-regeneration.
Yeah. That'll happen in moments.
No, you don't need to make a touch attack.
Like, pop.
Can I just cast darkness?
Yeah, on the floor. But if you're going to touch, if you are going to touch,
you can't actually cast it on a creature. You can only cast it on an object.
All right, cast darkness on the floor,
boom,
right here.
The floor, the room erupts into magical darkness. How big's that? 40 foot? Yep. 20 foot radius? Yep. So it is 40 foot in a diameter or in a 20 foot radius around it, plunging everybody in this room I'm sitting in, into darkness. Turn the lights off, Luke.
Then Flopsy's going to leg it to the door where Reggie is.
Mm-hmm. Can you see in this darkness?
Yes.
You can
dark
see an
vision.
area of dim light
Mm-hmm.
because he has dark vision.
Mm-hmm. So you move to the door where Reginald cannot see.
Through the door, if I can.
Yes. Through the door?
I've got hold of the door there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I know I'm
Come along.
at the door.
Let's get out of here.
This will be round number 8.
Really? It feels like round 18.
Number 8.
Reginald.
Hello.
Yes. What are you doing?
Moving through the door.
Yep. Done anything
Into
else?
the other room. It's not
He's
dark
shut-
in there as well, is
He's
it?
shutting the door?
No, because you're not through, right?
Yeah, I'm
No,
through.
he ran through first.
So everyone's in?
Yeah.
Oh, shut the door then.
You shut the door, trapping the darkness spell upon the other side of the door because the blockage of the door actually traps it inside. It doesn't escape through. This plunges you into another area of the museum. Again, it's the grand exhibit hall again. And this is just for Flopsy and Reg's sake. You see that it's a big high arch ceiling. Again, you've walked through the Black Cross before and you've never seen a high arch ceiling like this. You've never seen a room that's this big before in this section of the museum either. And you're like, that's a bit strange.
It's just new architecture, new architectural style.
yeah,
Look
so-
at the buttresses. That's
Very nice. Wand me.
Wait, I haven't finished yet.
I'm holding in my spleen. Wand me.
You're holding
So
it.
60 feet away is a set of stairs on the other side with some staircases that go up to sort of a mezzanine type level or a balcony kind of level that overlooks this entire thing. The entire thing is about 60 feet by 60 feet. It's a skew if. You can see open areas that move off to the left and the right from where you are. To the right is a larger open with probably more exhibits down that way. Like imagine this is the main thing. The central part of this exhibit is a big kind of pillar with this metal 20-foot bird on it that's about 20 foot high in the sky that's taking up the airspace of the big central dome area. All around it, you can see that there are glass cabinets and they've been smashed, and you can see metal men arms, and you can see robotic gears and bits of metal that all look like they're from the Numerian exhibits. But also in here, as I said earlier, you can see that there are bodies on the floor, 4 in black robes and 3 dressed in respectable local fashions. You can also, again, there's a smoky haze in here with a scent that's it's a burning smell, but it's a harsher, more acidic burning smell than you've ever smelt before. It's different to what you would know.
It's like hot
Everybody
pocket
make a
farts.
perception check at this point in time as soon as that door shuts.
Oh, my word. 12.
19.
15.
The first creature that moved through the door becomes a bit of a target for this kind of thing. And that is going to be you, Miles. You guys
Didn't I
hear...
go through the door first?
No, Miles. You opened the door and then Miles ran through into the room.
Okey-dokey.
Right? You guys hear more than see a sound, unlike anything that you've heard before. Yes, that's right. That's how sounds work.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Wait for it.
you may well feel a touch.
You feel more than
Taste.
smell and touch. You hear a large kind of sound, like a weird noise of like a ringing kind of sound all at once, and you see a bolt of fire streak straight into Miles. That bolt of fire attempts to... That is... Okay, that's not bad. I'm fairly sure that this is going to be successful, but I am going to just double check with that one. Does a 41 hit you, Miles?
My word.
Touch attack.
Yes.
Get
does.
fucked.
Sake.
A 40, I told you this was not going to be good. A 41 touch attack hits you, and a bolt of fire streaks into you for 3 points of damage.
Was that it?
3. Yeah, I feel the same way. 3 points of damage. Sorry, I got that wrong.
33.
39. Does that hit you?
Oh, come
Well,
on.
39 points of
Well, yeah,
damage.
and
I
a
was
touch
like,
attack.
oh,
Does a
dear.
39 hit you?
Yes.
Oh, and I am actually wrong. It's 5 points of damage.
Miles hits the floor.
And you hear a voice ringing out from somewhere where you do not know. Inside it rings, it sort of reverberates from the domed ceiling from some concealed area that you have not been able to see. And I'm probably going to tell you what it says after I read it next time we play.
Oh, fuck.
Does a 41 hit you?
Who wouldn't that hit?
39.
Who wouldn't that hit?
Tia.
No, it would. She just wouldn't care.
Yeah.